Hello guys, and welcome to yet another in-depth review here on NT Auto Reviews. My name is Tyler, and today we'll be taking a look at this 2016 Dodge Charger SXT rear-wheel drive. So to start off, I usually give an outline of the options and packages this car has, but this particular car is a rental car for the week, and it doesn't have any options or packages that I've found. So let's go ahead and take a look in depth now. So for the Charger SXT, there are 11 total color options, and this one is called the Redline Red Tri-Coat Pearl. So this particular Charger, as I said earlier, is rear-wheel drive, and all-wheel drive is a $2,000 option. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting technical up on the front with the headlights. So the headlights, the projector beam is used both for your high and low beams, and it's a halogen projector unit. And you also have your LED daytime running lights going around the whole unit, and you have LED turn signals. Down here you also have LED fog lamps. And up here you have this really nice Dodge emblem and the high gloss grille right here, and a really nice front fascia. So the standard wheel choice for the SXT rear-wheel drive are these 18-inch cast aluminum wheels, and they kind of have a darker tint to them, and it really makes them look nice. And you also do have your ventilated disc brakes in the front. So coming down the side, you have folded mirrors, and your wheelbase stands at 120.2 inches. You have your body color door handles with your smart key access system and a keyhole. So back here you have a fully LED taillight system. You have the Charger emblem there, and your chromed exhaust tips down here. You also have your keyless entry for your trunk. Okay, so now let's take a look under the hood. So under the hood we find the very good 3.6 liter Pentastar V6, putting out 292 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. Underneath a big plastic engine cover there is an engine, I promise. Now there are 4 different engine choices depending on what trim levels you get. Various V8s are available too. But the V6 is plenty strong for everyday use. Even on the highway it didn't feel underpowered at all. So now let's go ahead and check out the interior of the 2016 Charger SXT, but not before checking out the keyless entry system. So what you have to do is keep your key fob in your pocket, and if you want to lock the car, just locate this black portion and it'll lock all 4 doors. If you want to unlock, all you have to do is grab underneath the handle and then it'll unlock for you. So starting on the interior of the Charger, we have a black cloth interior, and it's one of 2 color choices for cloth, and then you also have a multitude of leather choices. So before we get in, we have a 6-speaker Alpine audio system. We also have your metal handles here and a defroster for the side windows. You also have this nice cloth padded portion here with stitching and your leather armrest. You also have your lock-unlock, child locks for the windows, rear and front window controls. The 2 fronts are fully automatic. And you also have your power mirror controls. You have some nice storage pockets and a bottle holder right here. You also have your fuel tank release and one of your 6 speakers. So the driver's seat is 8-way powered, including your 4-way power lumbar. So now let's go ahead and climb in and check out the interior. So here's the key fob for the vehicle. You have unlock, lock, your trunk release, remote start, and a panic alarm. Now on the back it just says Dodge emblem, and then you also have a physical key on the inside. All you need to do is bring that switch over and the key will come out to unlock the car or whatever you need. So all you need to do to start the car is make sure the key's in the interior, put your foot on the brake, and hit the start button. And the 3.6 liter V6 roars to life. Okay, so first let's go ahead and check out the leather wrap steering wheel here. You have some nice stitching on the inside, and you have some nice grips right here. You also have all your various controls on the front here. And I really like this steering wheel. Chrysler Group uses it a lot on their products. Even on the Maseratis they use this steering wheel. So over here you have your Bluetooth controls and voice recognition. You also have controls for your center screen there, which we will get into in a little bit. You have a nice chrome accent going around your horn cover and the dodge button. And then you also have your cruise control settings here. And a nice metallic accent on the bottom. Okay, so on the left of the steering wheel you have your wiper controls, high beams, and your turn signals. You also have down here your automatic headlights. You have your off, your parking lights, regular lights, and then your LED fog lamps, which are awesome. You also have your dimmers, then you also have your trunk release over here. So up here are your gauges. Right here, I know it's hard to see with the glare, but you have your RPM counter. You also have this beautiful LCD display, and then also over here you have your speedometer. So this display is reconfigurable. So this is your first menu, which kind of gives you a big digital speed readout. If you use the down button here, you get different menus like your tire pressure system. Then you could scroll over to different menus: coolant temp, transmission temperature, oil pressure, oil life, and battery voltage. Then it just goes back to your tire pressure. So going down again, we have fuel economy, 2 averages. You have your trip A and trip B. You have your audio. And you also have messages. And after that, it'll just go back to the basic speedometer. And this car does have 16,838 miles. So far it's held up great. Also, all around the speedometer is this beautiful metal work here, and you can see it kind of like has a hexagon sort of shape there. And you also have your push button start. And up here is your 8.4-inch Uconnect screen, which we will get into. So I'm just going to show you some sort of basics. This is just the audio screen. You have browse, you have all kinds of stuff here. You have your presets up here, 12 presets. And up here always are going to be your 2 independent climate control temperatures. You have a clock there. Your south is for your compass, and you have a 73-degree exterior temperature. You also have AM, FM, Sirius XM, and down here these will all stay the same. You have your media right here. your climate controls. You have a 2-stage heated driver and passenger seat, your mirror dimmer screen off settings, and you could really get into depth right here with the settings. And you could just pause the video anytime you want to see these more in depth. So you can sort of tailor where the audio system is going to be balanced. So you can bring the audio signal all the way back towards the back seats, so the back passengers will get most of the audio sound, or just bring it right in the middle, which is probably your best setting. You have an equalizer adjusting for your speed. This is just a bunch of information about this car here. So to go back, you can really get into depth with the settings there. So your apps right here, really cool bunch of apps here. You have AHA, which is a music station. You have App Manager, your climate control, your heated seats control, iHeartRadio, mirror dimmer, bunch of cool stuff that you can go through there. This is your climate settings here. You can adjust your individual zones, and you can also adjust them down here. Your fan speeds right here, sync off your different zones. Front and rear defrost, recycling, max AC, automatic. And you also can just turn the screen off. And to turn it back on, all you need to do is just touch anywhere on the screen, it'll come back on. Your phone screen, you obviously need to pair a phone before you can start calling and stuff like that. So that's just a basic outline of the Uconnect 8.4 and most of the Chrysler Group products. And over here you have your air vents. You can turn them right off, adjust them like that. Also down here you have your radio controls here, volume, tune, 4-way hazards, a back button and a traction control off button, so you can start doing those burnouts. You also have physical buttons for your front and rear defrost, your individual zones. You have a fan speed automatic function, AC, and recycling. So down here you have a little storage tray and a 12-volt power outlet. So right down here is the gear selector for the 8-speed automatic transmission, and you have an unlock button right here. So we're in park at the moment, in reverse, neutral, and drive. And if you bump it over into manual mode, you can cycle through all the gear ratios. So it shows you what gear you're in. It won't let you go out of second gear. So pretty cool gear selector there. Then you have this really nice metal accent coming down here. A nice storage tray that says Dodge Brothers, designed in Detroit. And you also have a couple of cup holders here, and a little slot there to put business cards or whatever. Then in here, you have this leather wrapped storage console there. Lifting it up, reveals a tray that's removable. Then you also have an auxiliary, USB, and SD card inlet there. And then another 12-volt power outlet that is on all the time. So up here you have some grab handles. You also have a sun visor with some illumination there. And it does extend like this. And you can also extend it even more with that portion there. And you also have a card holder. You You have some tap lights up here, and 3 garage home links there, and it's all accented in chrome very nicely. You have a place to put your shades, and you also have your dimming mirror assist and 911 buttons. Over here you have the same, and you also have the nice charger emblem there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and check out the rear seats. So in the rear seats you have plenty of room. You have this nice door handle again. Then you also have the cloth and the leather storage pocket and a bottle holder. You have your window switch. Okay, so back here, with a normal driving position in the front for me, I'm about 5'8". I have so much room back here. And it's a really nice seat back to look at on long trips. You have the stitching there. Then you also have 2 vents back here for the AC, which is super useful. And you also have 2 chargers for the USB. Now there is a pretty big hump in the back, so if you're a middle passenger, you can definitely sit here. You're gonna have to straddle that. And I did sit back here, and my head was just touching the headliner there, so just keep that in mind. You also have 2 cup holders back here, and you have these little tabs here that'll go in when your drinks are in so they don't spill. And another thing I noticed is if you put your head back all the way to the headrest, the back window comes back quite far, so it's kind of like you have a little sunroof back here, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at an overview of the front. Really nice looking interior there. And also up here you have grab handles, coat hook, and some illumination, and the same on the other side. Also, these seats do fold 60-40 via these little tethers there. So now let's go ahead and check out the front passenger space. Okay, so the front passenger door does have the same keyless entry system that the driver's door does. And the passenger's door panel looks much the same to the driver's. Just a few less buttons there. And that is beeping there just to let me know that the key fob has lost detection. So you have a really nice charger emblem there, and the chrome accents don't stop just in the back. They carry on pretty much everywhere in the vehicle. So you have a nice spaced glove box in there, and it is illuminated. You have a shelf system right there, so you can store bigger stuff on the bottom. And it's nice felt. It's felt material, and it is lockable too. So now let's go ahead and check out the trunk. So you can open the trunk a few different ways. You can either use the button on the key fob or this button right here. Pressing that will open the trunk all the way. And you have a pretty good amount of space here. You have some illumination on either side. And you also have grocery bag hangers here. And underneath here is your spare tire. So you have an 18.5 gallon fuel tank, and you have a capless design there, so it's easier at the fuel pumps. And then you also have this seal right there. And your gas mileage comes in at 19 city, 31 highway for the rear-wheel drive version. Okay, so to end this video, thank you guys very much for watching, and I encourage you to stay tuned for future reviews.